Hey everyone, welcome to Learn to Write Sci-Fi. Now, this whole series is to help you become a self-published sci-fi author. Now today, we're going to be talking about bad comments, haters, trolls, that whole thing. So, if you spend any amount of time on the internet and you become a content creator, you will quickly find out that people can be really, really rude. And not everybody. In fact, what I found was back when I was doing a lot of stuff with YouTube because I was tracking more information, I would get 100 likes on videos for every one negative like or dislike. And what I had a problem with, though, was I was kind of fixating on the people that didn't like my content. The people who would comment saying, you know, this isn't very good, or this isn't what I, was hoping for when you were going to make new projects, or all this other stuff. I let those things get in my head instead of focusing on all the positive and all the good comments. I let those couple naysayers really, really mess me up. And there was actually one, at the time, it was a major project for me. And I spent money on buying new programs. I spent a lot of time learning how to use them. I spent a lot of money on the sets. I did everything on my own. I put it all together, and then I show it for everybody to enjoy, because with YouTube at the time especially, everything was free. So there was no interaction, or there was no Patreon. There was no sponsor buttons. There was nothing like that. There was ad revenue, but that was only coming from Google. So I made this video. I spent hours and hours and hours and hours and hundreds of dollars getting it together, put it up there for everybody to enjoy, and then a lot of people were talking about how bad it was, or it wasn't living up to their expectations, and it completely just rocked me and messed me up. So what I want to do is take some time to talk to you about when you post content, you are going to get bad comments. The more popular you become, the more likely that you're going to get regular bad comments. There's nothing you can do to stop this. You won't be able to make everybody happy, and there will be people who will follow you, follow your work. They might even buy your stuff. I doubt they will, but they could, just so they can harass you. I don't know why they have nothing else better to do with themselves other than to try to just ruin your day, but that's what they do. The internet is an awesome, awesome, awesome tool. It magnifies, though, whatever is inside of you. So if you're a really big jerk in real life, you're an even bigger jerk on the internet. If you're a really nice person, then on the internet, you're the same way, typically. So because you have the whole element of everyone is anonymous. Yeah, with Facebook accounts and stuff, yeah, we know that, that Facebook account is you. But when you're on YouTube, when you're on Twitter, when you're on all these other social platforms, nobody knows who you are. You could be completely making up your persona. You don't actually have to be a legit account. You could just be anybody. You could have multiple accounts. So the internet is great, but people that are just like rude people, trying not to go too crazy with that, but people that just have nothing else better to do than to just harass others that are trying to be successful, they will do that. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I tried making things the way that people wanted it at the time. It doesn't work. It took me years to finally understand that you have to just be comfortable creating content that you enjoy. Yes, I do think that you should poll your audience. You should talk to your audience. You should talk to your fan base and say, hey, maybe if you're working on a new project, hey, I'm working on a new project. These are some basic ideas for new projects that I'm thinking about. Let's vote on it and see which one you guys would like, because I want to try to make stuff that, entertains you guys. But to just completely live as a slave to the people that are going to read your content or comment on your content, you won't be able to function, because you will have so many people in so many different directions coming at it from so many different points of view. You won't be able to make everybody happy. I mean, just look at Star Wars Episode 8. That movie, some people really, really hated it, and there were some people who adamantly loved it. And then you had a bunch of people in between. But both sides that were really for and really against are incredibly vocal. There is no way moving forward with episode 9 that they'll be able to make everybody happy. There's absolutely no way. They won't even be able to come close. I don't see how they could, because some of the commentary that was in 8, some people really enjoyed and some people couldn't stand. So to try to say, okay, well in episode 9 we're going to try to bring those people back together, it's not going to happen. They've already kind of created that void. Now, we'll get into more detailed stuff in future videos, but for right now, I really just want to encourage you that if you start getting negative comments, personally, I would look at it first to see, okay, is this legitimate? Is what they're saying real? Are they saying, look, I bought this book or this story, I was reading it, it really needs a copy editor, or it's a terrible story. If they say stuff that's constructive, those people are really trying to go out of their way to actually be a help. Some people will just lay into you and just be rude, but other people actually really do try to take time to put some actual feedback in. I know there are some authors that don't even care about reviews. They don't care about if it's good or bad or whatever. It doesn't matter to them. All that matters is the numbers of readers. I personally am actually trying to take more of that stance. Yes, I would love to have 100,000 good reviews, but first I need to have readers. If I have bad reviews, if they're legitimate and there's things that I can fix going forward, then absolutely. If it's just somebody saying, oh man, this guy's so stupid, he's phony, he's a ripoff, he's just whatever, and they just start just like, I've had people just making stuff up to attack me before, just because. So I've been on the receiving end of people being rude to me just because, and trying to literally attack me through the internet, of course, just because of content that I was creating and they didn't like it and they just chose to follow me. Whatever. I have taken a totally new stance on things, and this is what I'm going to tell you. If it's on Amazon, there's not a lot you can do. If you find somebody who just continuously is harassing and tearing into every single one of your products, I would probably contact Amazon, tell them, look, man, this is the type of situation. Try to be as neutral as you can be. You're like, I'm not really sure if it's a bot. I know that it's potentially hurting future sales for you guys, because remember, they're making money off your story. So they don't want, if you're making legitimately good content, they don't want you leaving, and they don't want somebody scaring away other buyers, because then that's less money potentially being spent on Amazon. So they might look into it. I've heard of one guy who had somebody who was just like going all over their stuff, and he contacted Amazon. They actually deleted most of the bad reviews. So they do intervene. Now, if you got people on, you start working on building a YouTube platform or your blog or Facebook, I don't see any problem whatsoever in a situation where somebody's just attacking you for the sake of it, blocking them. Delete their comments, block them. Yep, you're banned. I don't lose a second of sleep thinking of that I am keeping my platform area, my zone of YouTube or my zone of Facebook clean and focused on the content. Now, I'm not going to go and block every single person who disagrees with my stuff. It happens. When you ask people to do honest reviews or to give you honest feedback, sometimes you're not going to like it. Sometimes it's going to be, yeah, you missed a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, your spelling isn't very good, or yeah, the plot could have been stronger, or it was really weak, or there's all kinds of different things that they could bring up. Don't take it personal. Just focus on improving and moving forward. But if somebody is just attacking just to attack, kick them out. Get rid of them. Don't worry about it, because there's just too many people on the internet for you to try to market to get fixated on those people. The first couple times that this happens, it's going to mess with your head probably, just because you're not used to it. And it took me a while to get past it, just because I didn't have enough confidence in myself and in my own abilities and in my own content in order to just shrug it off. I shrugged it off at first, but I let it get too deep in my mind later, and then it caught up to me, and then it messed me up. So it doesn't matter what you do. I promise, if you were to go out into the middle of your town or your city or wherever you live, and you were to just give people money for free, just give them cash, you would run into people who said, that's it? or man, I'm not taking that, that's not enough, you would run into people who would complain just because you're giving them free money and it's not enough. Or they'll ask for more. I mean, that'll happen. You can't make everybody happy. Don't even try. You will drive yourself crazy, and you will completely allow the enjoyment of this creation of your content to just be completely sucked out of you, and you won't even want to do it anymore. So just be careful of that, all right? So just quick recap, make sure it's going to happen, guys. No matter what you do, you're going to run into people that just want to bully you. That's fine. Take it as a good sign. The bigger you get, the more haters you're going to get, just the natural process of things, because some people are just unhappy that you're getting to live your dream and you're getting to move closer to success, and they still have a sucky life and they just choose to live in that. So no matter what you do, you're going to have some of that. All right? All right, so if you'd like to follow us on Facebook, it is Learn to Write Sci-Fi, and on YouTube is White Light Media. And I would also like to announce I have book 1 of my new series, which my own sci-fi series called Revelations, is going to be released next week, the first book. And as a special kind of thank you to you guys for supporting me here as I'm trying to grow the Learn to Write Sci-Fi series, I wanted to give book 1 away for free. So all you have to do, if this is on Facebook where you're watching it, there should be a comment down below that is pinned or that has a link to my email list. And then if it is on YouTube, check the description. It'll be there. You can go there. All you have to do is sign up for the email list, and then the book will be emailed to you automatically next week when I get everything finalized. I have it now written. I had somebody proofread it last night, so I need to go back and make a couple of adjustments. The cover's already finished. It looks nice. I'm happy with it. And a couple other pieces to fall together, but I mean, it's really close to being finished. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys all again tomorrow. Push the button.